she walked by the screens and just showed her titties. And hey, bro, that shit went from motherfucking 2 people to 9 people hella fast.
He said, the pervs hopped out of nowhere, bro. Instantly. That's crazy.
Yeah, bro,
Wow.
that shit happened. I got this key too. Man, bro, you need to get on Madden sometime, bud. Hey, watch my stream, bud. Just watch how I be doing niggas on Madden,
No,
bro.
it's
Like,
all good. I'm about to dip off because I got my partner outside. She about to try to
alright,
smoke with me real quick.
it's
I'm gonna
good.
come back though and see if you still on.
I'm gonna be honest, good.
All right.
About to get a Madden game, get high. Yee. Yo. Yo. What's cracking? Woo! Yeah, I get a little stretch in. Let controller go.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Riddle.
All right.
Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Vikings going up against the Bills.
Damn.
With that, let's send you up to Orchard Park in Westmore, New York, where we say hello to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Buffalo Bills. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. On 1st and 10, Bradford. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big gain there on the first play of the game. 47 yards. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
You have to love and admire the effort because he almost broke free in the backfield, but you also have to love and admire what the defense did. Swarmed the play and made sure he couldn't get anywhere. A loss of yardage.
Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. Now Bradford on second down. This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown.
That's a pick.
Vikings.
Wow.
Stephon Diggs, 32
Wow.
yards. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the
touchdown.
game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted.
Bullshit.
Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Watkins alone on the left side. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. And incomplete to open things up. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's second down. All right, let's take a look at the offensive starters and the second-round pick.
Game hella lagging. You can see it in the camera.
A lot of people thought maybe he was ticketed for stardom coming out of USC. Has always been a great route runner, much more of a complimentary receiver, but they could utilize that in a big way and have him open up things in the middle.
I'm just trying to pick up a couple yards.
Look at the Vikings defensive unit.
Anthony Barr almost defies description at times. He's built like a defensive end, but he plays outside linebacker and does it quite well.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Here's Taylor to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out.
This nigga got bumped.
It's incomplete. Percy Harvin, the intended receiver.
Gone.
And 4th down coming up. So on 4th down, the Bills call on the punt unit and Colton Schmidt. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. And the kick's away as he angles this one.
No return, no return. Fuck. Let's go.
You know, for this Vikings team, as they come back out here on offense,
oh, lucky ass shit.
Had more of a roller coaster ride than them in the 2016 season. The quarterback change at the beginning, the hot start, and then the cold middle. It was just a tough year for them, wasn't it?
It really was. And when you look at how their season went, you mentioned the roller coaster. A lot of it can come back to the injuries, especially along the offensive line. I think by around October, maybe even early November, I'm surprised you and I didn't get a call to go audition to be a left tackle there because they were just down so many guys. So that made it difficult to run the ball and to protect Sam Bradford, their quarterback, and it reflected in their final record.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
They're giving him everything right now.
Tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Second down, Peterson. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Brandon, I know you play the fantasy football game, and Adrian Peterson has to be a popular pick for owners. But this year, a tough season for him. A knee injury early limited him to 72 yards total for the season.
Yeah, early indeed. Week 2 on that knee injury. So 72 yards, as you said, for the year. Came back admirable, hoping to get him into the playoffs, but didn't look like he was ready to return.
One guy I never count out, though, is Adrian Peterson. I expect a monster return in 2017.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jerry Hughes coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. And you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one's maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 account.
Under pressure, they got him again. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Play clock all the way to 0. Didn't get the snap off. 5-yard penalty.
And you see the head coach writing that note on his play sheet right now. He's going to be addressing that with his staff. A sense of urgency, get to the line of scrimmage, snap the ball.
So on 4th down, the Vikings will call on their punter, Jeff Locke, to kick it away. Back deep for Buffalo, the dangerous Reggie Bush. Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan in on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
For McCoy this year, 5th time in his 8-year career that he's topped the 1,000-yard mark. Charles, first time he's done it with the Bills, though, finished with 1267.
And he's the type of player that you can build around. And what I mean by that is, as a runner, as a pass catcher, he does a little bit of everything, and he opens up the offense for everyone else around him, the complementary players. But he's a guy, heavy-duty ball carrier, and also get him in space, and he can break people down.
Now Taylor on 1st down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Carry now for Reggie Bush. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now Taylor. And got him in. It's Woods. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic. So anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even add a little extra at the end with a short run.
All the way to the sideline.
Complete. He was trying to get it into Watkins, and that'll make it 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Slow reaction there again. Look, you can see it.
From a wide receiver's
Pretty
perspective,
crazy.
those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
A first down throw for Bradford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Second down, Bradford. And he's going to drop this off.
Bro, you getting so lucky. Oh my goodness. Jesus Christ. Like, wow. The game lagging so hard.
So here we go, first and 10 now. Shift together here from the D-line. First down, here's a run with Peterson.
No AP.
And they'll lose yardage on the play.
No AP. Look at that. -2.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing out
You better keep relying on this bullshit that's happening.
Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. Again, Peterson.
Get hit.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll
Get
back
hit.
to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Oh, they hear that horn.
And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. And the back goes into motion. 3rd and long for Bradford. And he's able to find Diggs.
I didn't just play the outside route.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
I'll let you have all the fake yards.
Really good game for a receiver. So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. On 1st and 10, Bradford. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. That'll bring up 2nd down. They got pressure there and only
Please stop it. I should get this pressure all day. Lagging ass shit.
Not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
On 2nd down, Bradford again. A heavy hit from behind and taken down.
Look, you don't know who coming.
Alexander coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They come out here in the eye. Throwing, Bradford. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he's got some space here. He's at the 40, past the 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. I don't know who all is
Stop
there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way.
You don't like that nickel, huh? That shit crazy.
Hard to do.
Flag
That is good. We'll take it.
The kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into
A little
the
bit of that agua.
penalty flag had to come out.
So they'll get another
How you living right?
following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let me go hit this lead real quick. You probably ain't gonna give a nigga no time to hit the weed, but hey, where your mic at? I know you got a mic, man. It's 2017, bro. Middle of 2017, bro. Where the mic at? Okay. We about to put hella Keith in this. Whole bunch. Oh yeah, get toasted.
Now heading onto the field.
You know you shady.
Pick six, and they have a decent field position of throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Looking deep downfield.
Never.
So they took a shot on
Never. Not on Gilmore.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Second and 5. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a second down throw for Bradford. He's going to take another shot here. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Graham. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard,
nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Everson Griffin in there to get him for a loss of 5. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 3rd and long, it's Taylor. Dancing to his left. Losing 2.
What?
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense
What?
with a timeout. It's just their first.
Please
so they'll have
stop.
2 remaining here.
I just booked out of there, bro. I was about to throw it, and this nigga, I look back down, he on the ground. Oh, the lag is sick.
This is away and a very good kick.
Bro, that's a good punt, but the lag is sick.
He'll return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
and I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They go back to the air.
No, you ain't got no time.
Last drive. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll bring
No
him
time.
second down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Final play of the half. Bradford, he's got time. Going up top. Incomplete on the deep ball.
Ah, you tried to swerve me. They don't no swerve in the next Madden.
This is the NFL on EA Sports.
We don't need to swerve.
Teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Bills now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their football. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit.
Gee, that's how slow he... Bro, Tyrod Taylor throw this thing, dog. Like, stop playing with the game. He throws this shit. Like, why the game acting like he can't throw?
Did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, 3 that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got?
Start him up then. Rev that engine up.
Arizona, we thought they were a lock to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And Carolina, the defending NFC champs going into last season, they didn't make it. So I think that all 3 could return to former glory. I'm going to give you one way off the pace here. You ready?
Let's go.
The Los Angeles Rams. They get the young quarterback going, and that defense continues to look...
My nigga Reggie.
They can make a real strong push in the West.
They've got the D, you're right. They just need the O. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, here's Taylor.
Wow, like, bro, there's 2 people in front of him.
Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it's third and short.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Well, maybe expecting a throw. They'll try and run for it with McCoy.
Stop playing. My nigga Shady do not get caught.
This one now in their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now it's
Are they serious? Wow, bro. Right when I threw it to him, he goes underneath the lineman, which I've never seen ever on a slant like that. Good defense.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion.
Where you going, AP?
Bradford on first down.
Pick.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Go.
Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is coming. You're like, no, man, you can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do
no AP.
Their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands so they can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop.
No AP.
Defensive tackle position.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That little receiver in motion right. third down. Bradford.
Let's go.
As he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the
Let's
defense is
go.
pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
That's how you win it. You heard him.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more confident to start that next drive? Or no, you just throw that out the window?
Again, you don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's going down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give them 16 on the pickup, and it's first down Buffalo. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They go play action here on first down. Over the middle and caught by the tight end play. 20. 10, 5, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Let's go.
78 yards, and the Bills will add on to their lead. When they call and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
That is a pig. Oh, my. Jesus, bro. And you got a good passing like rating. Like, that is a lie. That is a straight-up lie.
And timing by the receiver.
Bradford now to throw on first down. They'll try and send
Never.
it's complete.
Never.
Down shy of the 40
We'll take it.
A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now Bradford on second down. To the sideline.
Stop it.
Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right? Whether you're catching it in your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs. In this case, the feet. Did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
Kevin Williams, a beast. Kyle Williams, what am I talking about? Beast mode.
Back now in Buffalo. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They come up in an offset eye. Bradford. Blitz coming and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a third and long. And they're going to speed things up here. Third and long for Bradford. And that is incomplete.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And they'll get him down up past the 15. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage. Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Now it's Taylor. He's got Watkins on the out route. Sammy Watkins, he's going to go. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 57 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead. He knocks it through.
Beast mode.
It's 28-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Let's go.
On the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming out all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for them to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Throwing again. Bradford on 2nd and 10. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
And the pressure gets to Bradford, and down he goes. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when it was
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Eric Kendricks leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. And now they're in the hurry up. 10th carry now for McCoy. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 7 yards on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop him here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. Steps away to his left. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Jerome Feld, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And out now. Turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down. It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. It didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On second down, Bradford again. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. A first down throw for Bradford. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball to the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it's a second down. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. A toss play. This is Peterson. A strong running. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a third down and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On the D-line, pitching together, must be expecting the run. They'll run for it with Peterson. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Do you think after that last run, they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. They try again with Peterson. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Adrian Peterson taking it in. It's good, and it's now 35-14. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Format to send it away now following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out come the Bills. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes. Get out of there.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Here's a direct snap to McCoy. This is Gillislee. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a Wildcat look. It's McCoy. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And he's got room. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Here's Gillislee. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
These boys are elite.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.
Closing that distance, she did eat a big punch, but she was able to close that distance. Sometimes just to get your takedown and close the distance, she's got to be aware of her neck. This is a good position for Asha to finish it. Look at this. She's out. Where's the ref? She's out. She's out. I'm not seeing. No. Sorry. No. That was my mistake. Looked like she went flat. Kind of in a neck break position. Oh, Asha's got it. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Wow. No, that is bad. She's in a bad space. Excellent job by Asha, but she was indeed out. Man, I thought I saw her moving. Oh, man, you know, the doctors are going to take a look at that. I hope she's okay. Dennis Holman, using his experience, saw that she was indeed out, hopped in and stopped the fight. The ref was not checking her hands or anything.